So you hit the gym, you've dialed in your style, you're putting in the work. But when you walk into a room, you still feel invisible. You get glossed over in conversations, and for the life of you, you can't figure out why. What if I told you it has almost nothing to do with your looks? Psychology shows that there are these sneaky little habits, subtle things we do every day, that are secretly sabotaging our attractiveness. In this video, we're going to uncover 8 of these hidden habits, and I'll give you the simple mindset shifts to fix them, starting today. And trust me, the first one is probably not even on your radar. 1. The sleep-deprived shadow. The first habit isn't something you do, but something you don't do: getting enough sleep. You might think a giant coffee can hide a late night, but your face is telling the real story. Study after study shows that people who are sleep-deprived are consistently rated as less healthy, more tired, and significantly less attractive. Psychology chalks this up to an ancient survival instinct. A tired face, with paler skin and darker under-eye circles, basically signals poor health. On a primal level, people are just less drawn to someone who looks unwell. The fix is simple, but it's not always easy. Prioritize getting at least 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. Think of it as the foundation for looking and feeling your absolute best. 2. The unseen meanness habit. Number 2 is being mean or disrespectful. This sounds like a no-brainer, right? But the effect is way deeper than you might think. You could have a perfectly symmetrical movie star face, but if people see you as rude or unkind, their brain will literally perceive you as less physically attractive. This is a wild psychological bias known as the halo effect, but in reverse. One terrible trait casts a dark shadow over everything else about you. In a 2014 study, participants were shown photos of neutral faces. When they were told the person in the photo was evil or mean, they rated the face as far less appealing. Kindness signals that you're trustworthy and empathetic, which are deeply attractive qualities. So next time you're talking to a waiter or a cashier, remember, your kindness is a massive part of your overall appeal. 3. The conversational thief. The third habit is one we're all guilty of: constantly checking your phone in the middle of a conversation. That quick glance at a notification feels harmless, but to the person you're with, it's a huge sign of disrespect. This habit, often called phubbing, just demolishes rapport. Psychologically, it screams that the person in front of you is not as important as whatever is on your screen, which makes them feel disconnected and devalued. To break this, make a conscious choice: phone away and out of sight during conversations. Being fully present is a magnetic quality that's becoming incredibly rare, and people will absolutely notice. 4. The cloud of negativity. Habit number 4. Being a chronic complainer. Look, we all need to vent, but when you're constantly focused on the AI negative, it does more than just annoy people. It makes them want to run for the hills. Psychologists call this emotional contagion. Just like you can catch a cold, you can catch someone's bad mood. Our brains are hardwired to steer clear of things that drain our energy, and a constant stream of negativity is absolutely exhausting. Over time, constant complaining actually trains your brain to find the negative first. The fix? Try to shift your focus. When you get the urge to complain, challenge yourself to find one small positive, or better yet, focus on a solution. 5. The over-apologizer. Sorry, am I in your way? Sorry, can I just ask a quick question? Habit number 5 is apologizing for things that don't need an apology. This doesn't make you seem polite. It signals low self-worth and a serious lack of confidence. When you're constantly saying sorry for taking up space or having a thought, you're subconsciously telling people that you don't feel you have a right to be there. This projects insecurity, which is almost universally seen as an unattractive trait. Practice speaking with more conviction. Instead of, "Sorry to bother you," try, "Excuse me, do you have a moment?" It's a small language shift that can totally change how confident and attractive you appear. 6. The unreliable flake. The 6th habit is just being unreliable. Do you cancel plans at the last minute or totally forget commitments you've made? This behavior doesn't just build frustration, it completely destroys trust. From a psychological standpoint, being reliable is tied to your social value and desirability. When you're flaky, You send a clear message that you don't value other people's time, which makes them feel disrespected. Eventually, people just learn they can't count on you, which makes you a less appealing friend or partner. To fix this, be more intentional. It's so much better to say no up front than to say yes and not follow through. 7. The unappeal of laziness. Habit number 7 is being lazy or chronically unproductive. Now, relaxation is vital, but a general attitude of laziness is a major turnoff. Research has found that people consistently rate lazy individuals as less likable and less attractive, no matter what they look like. Psychologically, having a good work ethic and drive signals ambition and the ability to contribute, all things that are seen as universally attractive. Laziness, on the other hand, can suggest a lack of passion or purpose. The key is to find something you're genuinely excited about and go after it. Showing you have goals and you're working toward them is just inherently attractive. 8. Being overly available. This last habit is a subtle one. Being constantly, instantly available. If you reply to every single text within seconds and drop everything for any invitation, you might be sending the wrong message. It's great to be responsive, but excessive availability can signal that you don't have much going on in your own life, and that you do not put a high value on your own time. Psychology tells us that scarcity can increase perceived value. Having healthy boundaries increases respect and desirability. This isn't about playing games. It's about having your own priorities. Focus on building a life that you're excited to live, and your availability will naturally balance itself out. So, let's be real. Which of these habits hit a little too close to home? Let me know in the comments below. Remember, attractiveness isn't just about the face you were born with. It's about the small choices you make every single day. By being more mindful of these habits, you can make powerful changes that will boost your confidence and your natural charisma. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to Psychology Algorithm for more insights from psychology. Thanks for watching.